Hello Virgo and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Today I am doing a reading, a relationship reading. Okay, so think of the person with whom you would like this, information with respect to. It could be a person. I have also seen it work very well with anything else you'd like to see. Your connection, be it a job, be it an activity you do, be it with yourself, be it with anything. It's like you and whatever else or whoever else it is. Okay, so take a moment and just see with what kind of equation are you looking at, with whether it's a person, whether it's something else, whether it's yourself. So let us start your reading. Let us see what is the partnership about. Okay, let's get a very general energy, general energy, as in let's see what is the drift of your relationship, your connection. What is it for Virgo? What is the relationship about? We have denial. Okay, there is something. Now, I'm not going to elaborate too much on this. We will start with the tarot to clarify. So, there's an energy of denial in your relationship. Let's get a clarifier for this. We have wise counselor. Here it asks, tells you, connect with somebody who comes in the counselor category, whether it's your inner voice, whether it is somebody else, to get some clarity with respect to this, to see, what is it that you are in, maybe you are in denial, the other person is in denial, or to deal with this thing. Let's see. Who are you in this relationship, Virgo? You have the Ace of Swords. You're somebody who's very honest, truthful. You speak your mind. You are not vague about anything in this particular relationship. You're very honest, upright, whether it's with yourself definitely, because then only can we be equally clear with the other person. And it's like you speak very you speak very clearly and honestly. You don't fudge words, right? And you have a very clear perspective with connection, with relation to this, in connection with this relationship. Okay, you're very clear about how things are working for you and what is this relationship for you, Virgo. And what's your partner? Your partner is Eight of Swords. They are the ones who probably are very stressed. This relationship is too much for them to handle. It causes them a lot of stress. Okay, let us see what causes your partner stress. Why do they find it stressful? They are dealing with some kind of emotional hurt and pain, a little bit of regret. Okay, and that's why, see if it is in connection. Okay, now I get it. So there is something, with respect to your partner, where they are denying certain, they're denying the fact that something makes them sad, something makes them unhappy. They're not able to cope up with that. It's some aspect of their past which is not healed, which is not over, and I think that is the stress which they carry, and probably that's the reason why you need a counselor also in this relationship for things to work out. Now, this would just be a small request, Virgo. Kindly don't tell your partner if you do not know that this is. It's like getting a little into their energy, right? But we need to do this to clear things. Let's see how the reading proceeds. Okay, so there is some grief they are grappling with, and they're not able to work on that. Maybe they're denying that grief to themselves. They feel that once in a while it comes up, it's okay, but then it goes away. So that could be the thing, because of which this relationship is a little there is a little bit of a, it's not smooth sailing, it's not flowing. So you are somebody, Virgo, who is very clear, but your partner seems to be carrying a little bit of like I said, grief, which is preventing them from participating fully in this relationship. Okay, so let's see what is your history, what is the history of your relationship, or let's see what's the past of your relationship. We have the Page of Cups. So, in the past, you probably were, very young when you got into this relationship, and it also speaks of a little emotional immaturity. Okay, this relationship started when you were very young. That's the and you kind of got swept into emotions, right? And you just kind of went on, the way you felt. It is immature energy, it's very young energy. Oh my goodness, I'll need to pause the video a little bit for a while. Sorry for that hammering which was going on. Oh, anyhow, I just hope the mic doesn't pick that up, but I can hear it. So, this relationship started when you were very young, right? And, maybe a little immature as well. What are the lessons which are part of this relationship? Healing the past. There is so okay, so whatever you started off, as very young people, maybe teenagers also, there was a certain immaturity when you started the relationship. You really did not know what a relationship is about. But now that you are all grown up, I think that little bit of um, that little bit of the past needs to be pacified. It needs to be settled. Virgo, there is something about a past connection which those are the lessons you need to learn, that you need to probably not go back to your past and see that, oh, it happened that time, I was like this, you were like this, etc., etc. It was meant to happen when you were at that age. You were meant to be part of a journey, together, a long journey together. And, learn a whole lot of childhood issues which are probably Five of Cups, Six of Cups. You need to, heal those emotional wounds which, you are carrying, or maybe your partner is carrying more of them than you. Maybe you felt that that was not the right age to commit, that was not the right age to become serious about the relationship, that was not the right time to get married, because there was emotional immaturity. But since this was a relationship which kind of just started, and it took you in its flow, in its stride, that you went along. But now you realize that in hindsight, I shouldn't have really made the commitment, but there was a reason why you needed to make the commitment, because there were certain lessons you needed to learn about growing up, about maturity. Sorry. Okay, let me get another one on this. See, the Lovers. This is a fated relationship, Virgo. Whether you know it or no, but this was something, this connection you had to have it. You had to have with this person. It is part of your soul journey. What it is supposed to help you and your partner, be in that little grief for a while, to get maturity, to get a deeper understanding of life, and plus clear the karma you have with each other. Okay, there's a lot of emotional growth you need to have with this relationship. What are your challenges? It's like very on and off kind of a relationship, Virgo. Sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't want it. Sometimes it is the best thing, sometimes it's like I don't want to deal with this. That is the immaturity. That is how a young person will deal with it. That is how a young person will say that yes, if it's looking nice, I'm all for it. The moment a problem comes, I don't want to be part of this. That is the immaturity which is there in your relationship. Okay, probably your partner carries more of it than you do. Maybe you are quite clear about it, but you also have, it's not about one person. A relationship is never about one person. But maybe even having known each other for such a long time, you probably, I do not know how aware you are that this is a big burden for your partner, that because of that, those decisions taken at that point in time, they are feeling very unhappy with respect to that. Maybe you are very vocal about it, maybe you put things very clearly on the table, but maybe your partner is not able to. And there is this energy, the Knight of Wands. He's very fickle. So this is the energy in your relationship. Sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't want it, but that is not a mature relationship. So you need to kind of sort out the emotional baggage which both of you are carrying. Now that does not mean that you are not carrying any. Maybe you can express it, your partner is not able to express it. But the fact is that you need to have that maturity, that if we have committed to something, irrespective of the time in life, but if we have committed to it, we need to work with it. We should not have the option that I want to leave it now or I want to get back to it now. It does not work like that. It does not bring about emotional maturity. It does not bring about stability. when you feel that you have that door open, that I can go out of it anytime. Emotional maturity. Okay, let's see, what is it? What is the guidance for you, Virgo? It's Knight of Pentacles. Virgo, you need to take a long-term perspective of your relationship and plan it out a little. You need to, it's pure work. You want this relationship, you need to see how you're going to conduct yourself. What are your goals? What is it that you want? What is the larger picture you're looking at? What is the future that you're looking at? And you work steadily towards it. The Empress. Your relationship requires a lot of nurturing, emotional nurturing, and to get that feeling of uh, you know get that feeling of that feeling of well-being, that my partner is there with me and I'm there for my partner. That is a mutual well-being. Not it's like storming out, coming back, none of that kind of thing. Or even if you actually don't do it physically, emotionally you disconnect and then emotionally you connect. It's constant companionship kind of a thing, which a Virgo is important in this well-being, yours as well as your partner's. And for that, you really need to see what are the things which work out for you as well as for your partner. Because the very fact that you started out this relationship when you were younger and you're still with it right now, that means there are certain things which bind you. I wouldn't say bind you, I would say which connect you nicely. But there are certain aspects which are also troublesome. You need to plan out for those, you need to work on those, you need to see how to deal with that. Approaching a counselor would be a very good idea, so that you accept every aspect of your relationship and you're not in denial, either you or your partner. And we have the Hermit, and then you will see things progressing very nicely for yourself in the relationship, for you as well as for your partner, Virgo. So all in all, I think there is that emotional um, you know I wouldn't say childhood, but way back, whatever happened, there are some aspects to that which need to be worked out, which can be dealt very effectively with the help of a counselor, somebody who's trained and qualified to help you deal with that and make peace with that. And then you see your relationship will flow smoothly. Nurture yourself. You've got two cards of nurturing. And nurture yourself is not only alone at the physical level, but also at the emotional and mental level, right? Father, husband, brother, son. So for most of you, it's the relationship is with a male person. Could be your father, could be your husband, brother, or son, primarily. But it can be any relationship you choose to work with, but primarily it is with a male member of your family. The situation will improve. So it's a very positive card for you, Virgo. Things are definitely all set to improve. Take the help and guidance of somebody qualified, and you will be able to resolve this for yourself and for the other person. Definitely, the situation will improve. You need to nurture yourself so that you can nurture the relationship. Okay, and I feel with the Five of Cups, it is that childhood thing for both of you. You probably have the ability to express it, but your partner doesn't. It would be a good idea to seek the help of a counselor to iron this out. Okay, so Virgo, with that I'll wrap up your reading. Thanks for watching.